What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Stride Tribe Podcast. As always, it's your boy Nick. Devin isn't here with us today, but we do have a special treat for you because we have a special guest, one of our valued team members, and he has become one of our close friends. Matt, go ahead, bro, introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Matt. Most of you know me from the gym. I've been here about a year and a half now, and my journey started about 2.5 years ago with fitness and stretching, cupping, and all kinds of stuff. It's been a long, crazy road, but it's awesome and it's going very well so far. So
Yeah, like he mentioned, a lot of you guys do know him from the gym, and Matt has grown tremendously with us, and he has been part of the team. All of you guys love him. Nothing, negative to say or anything like that, character wise or anything, as well as the training. As a trainer, when he did get into the fitness industry or the fitness aspect of it, he has, if you look at it from the beginning to now, it's, I'd be proud, I'm sure, I'd be proud to have, if you progress anywhere else outside, I'm comfortable to say that you will definitely hold your own weight, and anybody that you come across will definitely be like, "Jay, that dude, that guy knows what he's doing, and he's one hell of a overall trainer."
thank
But
you.
what got you into the started in the fitness industry? Because I know you weren't always in it.
Yeah, my old industry was more hospitality, restaurant, and I just grew sick of it. During COVID, a lot happened, a lot of crazy things happened in my life, and then I decided to do this. I wanted to help people more, do something that gives back a little bit more, was more rewarding, I guess, for myself and for other people.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess coming across just life in general, and
Yeah,
it's gives you some perspective and things. And I know you are older than me, but I can just a little bit. Yeah, turning 28. He's just 30 and a half.
right, exactly.
But we're glad that those things did come about, because if not, you wouldn't have come along your path of life and then have encountered us. So
No, for
that's
sure.
what.
I had a lot of crazy stuff happen, and I took the positives from it and grew. So um, it's definitely changed my life around a lot, actually.
Now, just to touch on this a little bit, the personal fitness, holding yourself accountable. Like, do you have your own uh, fitness obstacles that you've had to come across? Not necessarily starting when you got into the working in the fitness industry, even just as yourself. Have you always been fit? Did you lose some weight? Were you skinny? Did you need to bulk up?
I feel like I've always sort of been fit, but I've gone through stages, and there's always been obstacles. My biggest obstacles was time management for most of my life.
Which I'm sure is a lot for. I mean, also relatable to a lot of
Yeah,
people.
like right now, working 3 jobs, working almost 60 to 80 hours a week, it's really hard to actually take care of myself right now. I know that you understand.
I feel it.
But I do my best to try to get it in. Even when I'm dead ass tired, I'm just like, come on, you can do it. I try my best to make sure I get something in at least.
Yeah, I can vouch for that because there has been times, multiple times, that Matt and Devin will kind of give me that look or give me that comment. Hey, so when we close up tonight or after the shift, uh, work out for like 30 minutes, and yeah, so we know how that goes. So
Well, hold us accountable for each other.
mm, so I definitely like that.
Yeah.
Supplements. Do you take supplements yourself, or anything in particular, any of them in particular that um, you personally like that you like to suggest to members or other people, and why?
For supplements, I love our protein. I love the caramel latte protein. And salted caramel collagen. I guess I like caramal. Um, I do the Optigreens and BCAAs. The greens is because I hate cooking and I don't have time to cook, so it gets all my vegetables, fruit that I need for the day. The protein is just, I think everyone should take protein and collagen for that matter. And BCA is just to help with the, muscle soreness, muscle fatigue. Um, I really like to recommend the L-carnitine for people trying to lose weight. I feel like that helps a lot with, you know, turning that fat into energy and while they're working out. So,
That's tough part.
yeah.
I know that there is a certain with the protein, and I'm saying this because I've heard you and Devin kind of talk about it, and I've seen it on the table, but I haven't I'm just assuming that's what it is. Um, how you kind of make just of making like a boring shake into something that you really enjoy that you eat with breakfast. Is it the
Yeah,
is
I
it
have the
oatmeal?
same oatmeal every day, and it never gets old. Yeah, it's just a scoop of collagen, a scoop of protein, a little bit of honey, cinnamon, oatmeal, and a scoop of peanut butter. Yeah,
So I
it's
mean,
super easy, it's fast, and it tastes good, and it's for the most part like 98% healthy.
and I've actually used that, meaning like when members ask about um, suggestions on protein or how they should just take it,
Yeah,
that they find themselves trying to stay away from protein powder just because they don't like the boring like put it in water and just drink it like that. And I would literally always refer to you and say, you know what, if you want to talk to Matt, he has this like super crazy like breakfast recipe that
yeah,
that way it makes it more enjoyable to fit in their what they need to intake and
yeah. Yeah, I know there's a few members that have asked me, so yeah, they're definitely listening.
um, now let's get into a little bit on the cupping and stretching aspect of it. Like, well, how did you come across that? And tell us a little bit more about it too.
Cupping and stretching, I just noticed that there's a lot of people that will work out really hard and they push themselves very hard, especially here. And then they'll just go and do their abs at the ab station and then they'll just leave. And I know that they're not stretching out at all. Like, it's very important for to keep your muscles loose and to lengthen them out so they don't. You're gonna get tight and you're gonna have adhesions forming, and that's why a lot of people are sore all the time because they don't actually stretch, and the cupping is just an additional supplementation to that theory. So
Okay. And why do you prefer cupping in in comparison to all the other methods like scraping and all that stuff?
I think cupping is, from what I've done tons of research. I've done like read a million things about it, and I've tried them all myself. And cupping is just what works best for me. And there's just a million techniques that can help out with crazy stuff, just like indigestion. You can cup and it can help things, or just muscle soreness, like asthma, allergies. It can help us. There's so many different techniques that you can use. It's super beneficial in so many ways. That's why I kind of got into it. Is because it, again, I just, going back to what I said before. I really want to help people and make a difference for people. So it's kind of my goals in my professional life and my personal life, really.
I see that, and that's much respect for that. What would you say is as far as as for as long as you've been doing it, what are some of the toughest or obstacles that you face with doing cupping, or what you face a lot, with the process of it,
Toughest.
or what I mean?
I guess just the comfort level, getting people to try it first. Like, everyone thinks it hurts. They think they call them bruises, but that's inaccurate. It's just cupping marks. It's not a bruise. You're not getting hit. You're not getting punched. It's just sending fresh blood and nutrients into that area, so it's going to leave a mark. So I guess comfortability. There's certain people with certain injuries on certain body parts that they have to, be comfortable being able to, for me to get to those body parts, and that I found is the biggest obstacle. Just making people comfortable, I guess.
And how often do you? I get that.
Yeah,
And everybody's different. Everybody's
course.
perspectives are different. Um, how do you approach those those certain situations, and to I guess if you have in the long run like been able to get the client or the member to see the perspective of the reason what for you to be able to help.
Yeah. I just do everything in my power for the first visit to make them feel calm and comfortable, and just talk to them like not like they're a patient, but like they're a friend. Like for the first time, just whatever you're comfortable with, I'll do my best. I'll work around it. Some people are fine just nothing on under the blanket, and some people don't want to take anything off, and that's okay. I mean, I just do my best. Like if you have, say, you have a glute injury or something like that, there's no way I can help that if I can't get your glute. So it's kind of like you got to just be comfortable with that area, with whatever area you need work on. So. And then there's certain areas like the fascia system is so expansive that you could literally have a problem in your ankle, and it could be causing a problem in your shoulder. So it's just all connected, and it's crazy. It's like this spider web that no one really knows about fascia. Actually, it's just like if you dissect the fascia from your body, it looks like a spider web mummy. It's pretty crazy.
Just super entangled.
Yeah.
And like, but for those people that want a little bit more of insight, like on the cupping process, like how does it, or
the first time I usually I very communicative with the whole process. Like I first start with a massage gun to loosen up the muscles, and then I stretch everything out the entire body, unless they only want to do the upper or lower body, depending on the situation. But I stretch everything, so everything's like loose, stretched, and then I use an oil and do the cupping process. The depends on how much they can take for how hard, and then that's where I communicate on the first time. Once I know their levels of what they can take, it's a lot easier. I just can sort of go there pretty quick. So people on their second or third appointment, I don't even really have to ask anymore. I just kind of know like, okay, that's what you can take. That's okay. Or they'll tell me like, oh, I think I want to go a little more today, and I'll be like, oh, okay, cool.
Perfect. Which is actually my follow-up question to that is how often do you usually recommend it? What's like the usual regimen for it?
I have some people that are so active that they come once a week. I have a lot of people come once or twice a month, and I think that's perfect. If you have the time and resources, like once a week is ideal, I think, for me. But we're always so active, so it's like there's always like you always say you're just basically a big giant knot. Like I feel the same. Like my back's all screwed up right now. If I could do it once a week, I would, but definitely at least once a month. It would be ideal for people that are pretty active, for sure. At least once.
For someone like me, and
for
like
you, like once every day. No, once a week would be ideal, but twice a month would be like manageable. I think.
You said
twice a month.
Twice a month. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
At least like once every 2 weeks would be for someone that's always moving like you. Like
Always in pain.
Yeah. Yeah.
And from your clients and the members that have periodically come in, like in your own perspective or from their feedback, what is the significant difference or progress that you've seen when it comes to them getting the cupping treatment, stretching treatment, and then when they come and apply themselves here to, because they work out with us, or like, have they told you, or have you seen yourself like, dang, their lower back pain or their moving is gone, or it's less, or they're moving a lot better?
Absolutely. I've had quite a few clients from here actually, and I'd say almost all of them have improved after coming. There's some that had knee injuries I can think of right now that those are gone. Elbow injuries, they went away pretty quick. Shoulder, back, just depends. They definitely improved their performance here, and they were able to do more and lift more, and they were happy.
Now when they have experienced like pain relief and stuff, do they still come back periodically or?
Absolutely, because you're going to continue to lift, so your body's going to continue to need maintenance because the fascia is going to form to what you're doing. So if you're going to lift a lot in a manner like that isn't normal for your body, then yeah, your adhesions and knots are going to form from that movement. So yeah, you got to. It's definitely a maintenance thing. That's why definitely at least once a month is always really good for sure. Just to get blood flow, fresh nutrients, and it helps a lot for sure.
Like an oil change. Like you're obviously using your car.
That's really funny. I actually like. There's a couple of members. I'll be like, you're it's looking like it's time for an oil change. That's what I'll tell them.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, meaning like it's a good um, example, like a car. Obviously, you're gonna repeatedly use your car. You're gonna be utilizing him. So even if you put in new oil, you're gonna need to replace it and replenish it because you're in time. You're using it.
Absolutely. That's a perfect example. You're just like a car. You got to take care of yourself. You got to change your oil. You got to clean yourself.
My car is on all 4 spare tires.
Your car is on blocks in the yard. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you actually want to let them know as well, like if anybody is interested in reaching out to you that they haven't already, or they are not sure how to reach out to you to get more information or even book themselves with you, let them know.
Yeah, for sure. I'm always taking appointments. I have a first time special for $60, so you can try it out. Make sure you like it.
Like your info, like I don't know if you want to give them your phone number, but your Instagram or.
Oh yeah, you can give me a call 310-387-6426 or a text, which is better.
Oh man, you're about to get like a prank calls and prank texts.
Oh fuck. Yeah, or you can just message me on Instagram, DM me, Matty Hawk, MattyHawk, and we'll get an appointment set up and get it started.
Yeah. So in case I was too fast, I know you guys are not going to replay it back. His Instagram is MattyHawk.
Yeah.
There you go. Shameless plug.
Good.
But yeah, I think that's an awesome aspect that you have developed and have incorporated and brought in, to the team, and just able to help the members and like other people, the clients, to gain that knowledge and be able to relieve some pain and be able to work out, harder, more.
Yeah, I love it. I love to hear. I love the positive feedback, which is like 99% of the time. It's always positive feedback. So it's really cool. It's a good feeling. And I'm happy to help. So
now, I know that there are the good days where you feel good physically, mentally, and stuff, and it's easy to come in and do the work. What about the days that it's hard to come in and get the job done? But what I mean with that is, I'm sure the members, what advice would you be able to give from your own personal perspective to the members that find it hard to come in on a regular basis to get their workouts done? They don't feel like being here today.
For me personally, I always just listen to my body, and like if they can come in and work out every day, that's awesome. But if there's a day where their body's just like, you need to rest, then take a rest day. It's okay. Like just work harder. Just work hard when you're here. That's my perspective. I think if you're in pain, like rest for a day. It's okay.
How do you distinguish pain, I should take a rest day, and pain to some whether they're starting out, or even some to I can I'm sure I can imagine like that have been avidly working out, or they're not new to fitness, and pain that's like I'm just a little sore, they don't want to do it.
If you're just a little sorry, then
how do you distinguish? How do you for you personally? Yeah, it's not. There's no wrong answer. It's just like how do you
I mean, like I have a kink in my left shoulder right now, and it's hard to turn a little bit. So that to me is pain. Like if my muscles are sore, then that's just like, okay, man up, suck it up, let's go. You can do it.
So with the kink in your neck, if me and you were to work out right now, would you work out or would you hinder yourself from working?
That was the word.
That's what I was talking about. That's right.
Yeah.
You know, it's that. Are you in pain to something to stop and reevaluate yourself? That if I push myself, I'm gonna hurt myself. Like, you know, for really hurt myself.
Exactly. If it's
Um,
too much, there's like a limit, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
mhm.
If it's too much, then take a day, like ice your back, then whatever it is, just and then just come back hard the next day.
So that's physically. Now I'm asking you internally, like mentally. Those times when you don't want to work out or do anything, work or whatever. This is just like this is a personal like question, meaning like just answer it to the way you feel. Like, what do you tell yourself?
Do I tell myself mentally is for me is the hard. Physically is easy. Mentally is like sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, you just worked 18 hours yesterday. Like, no. And then I'm like, no, just do it. Just get it done. And then I don't know. I just really have to dig deep and push myself. I felt like I neglected myself like that in my past life a lot. But now there's just a drive that I have that I just got to keep going.
What's that drive? What's that? What drives you? What's your why? Like the purpose you push yourself so
I guess I just want to be I want to be the example that I strive to give to others when I'm here or when I'm doing company or stretching, and try to stay positive, have a positive attitude, just keep going. Like there's sometimes when I'm here and like I'm exhausted, and I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna let it show. I try not to let it show. So just got to push it out. That's what I do.
I believe that, and of course, like I'm sure that's also like you're the provider in your family.
Yeah.
That's always a good drive. But yeah, I mean, besides that, I think like physically, and mentally, like I wanted to kind of see any advice that you would give to the members or anybody listening that does face hard times. Um, face also those struggles, those battles, uh, physically and internally. Like any advice,
I from personal experience, I can just say that nothing is too bad. Everything can always get better. So just dig deep. Like if you hit bottom of the barrel, like definitely been there. So just dig deep, pull yourself out, and just keep going. And if and accept help. Like if people want to help you, like accept it, take it. Like use your resources. Like don't be ashamed if you're going through a hard time. Like just use what you can. Like it can always get better. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like just keep pushing yourself and trying to live up to your goals.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna cut it off for there now, but we'll definitely have Matt on another episode in the near future. So if there's anything specific that you guys do wanna, any questions you have, or any certain topics or advice you guys want him or us to cover as well, when he does, we'll definitely take him down and then we'll cover it the next time that he hops on. But make sure you guys leave comments, share, and let us know what you guys want to see in the next episode. Anything else on your end to close it up?
Just thank you everyone for your support that has came in and that will come in, and I appreciate all of you and wish the best for all of you. Thank you for watching, and yeah, you guys are all awesome.
He'll see you in here in the gym.
Yeah,
this was definitely a long awaited, long overdue episode to have you on. So
thank you, I appreciate it.
So we'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to y'all later.
Later.